So that guy was goated. He was chill. I'm pretty sure it was Aki's brother, if I want to remember correctly. But he said that if I tag him on the gram, he'll repost it. We got the food here. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go to the car and eat, and then we're gonna go head straight to the airport. All right, we made it to the American Airlines Terminal B, gate number 6. But I gotta go all the way up the elevator. Not Flo, he said, the guy, and then find my gate from there. In the airport, going to the gate, and there's this cool like Stonewall Inn, like drawing, painting. I don't even know what it is. It's like bricks and tiles, but they're colored. So I don't think it's painted, but I think it's just how it is. This is what I was talking about. It's like bricks and then tile, like pool tiles. They got cool little designs and stuff. There's a fucking pizza. There's a hot dog, a wiener, ice cream truck. 72nd Street, accurate as hell. Plane flying in hot. Pretty cool. We're going to the gate right now. It says to all gates. We're going to Terminal B. We're gonna get checked in through TSA and then we'll get back to you. So we got to our gate. Well, not to the gate yet. We're on our way to our gate. Got this little walking escalator that I almost just died on. And then they got all the planes out there. We're hitting up American Airlines for the way back. Got some stuff for the parent. Bought a coffee mug and a keychain. I don't even know what I was just thinking about. I was thinking about something, but I don't know. Oh well. We are gonna be going to the gate. Gotta get to gate 28. Dang. 2 for $5 Aquafina is crazy. Aquafina's not even worth $1 for 2 bottles. So gate 28. That would be us. We got about an hour and a half till we depart. We gotta load up and all that, but once we get loaded up in the plane, once we depart, we'll get back with you guys. We are currently waiting for our delayed flight to come, but we'll just wait. We're waiting for like an hour. By the time we get on the plane, it'll be midnight by the time I get home. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's nobody here. And I got a reason for that. Everything's closed. Everything's boarded up. Nobody's in here. Why, you may ask? Because American Airlines fucked me. I did a trip. I got flight here to LaGuardia. You know, fine. Delta Airlines, they sent me an email saying your flight was confirmed. And when I paid for the flight, they're like, hey, here's your seat number. Here's whatever, right? Well, not even the bar is open. Well, sorry, but anyways, they were like, yeah, so you got this seat number, you know, you're good to go, right? So I'm thinking American Airlines is going to do the same thing. But apparently, if you have a upgrade to where you pick your seat, not like pick your seat, but like for me, I upgraded to where I can have a window seat on the way back because I wanted to see New York from in the sky. That's not going to happen. Oh well. But my buddy Sam told me that if you pick a, upgrade for a seat, which is what I did. I picked a seat to, be in the window, that you would have to confirm your seat. And I never got an email to confirm my airline flight or seat. And it didn't tell me I needed to confirm it or that I needed to actually pick my seat. Because it would have made a little bit more sense to me, like, hey, we got, 12 window seats. We're only going to allow 12 people to purchase them, and we'll just assign you everywhere. If you buy economy, just anything without upgrading a seat to a window seat or anything, they just put you anywhere anyways. If they have a limited amount of seats, they should just cut it off, like when they sell merchandise online, they have 100 shirts, they sell them all, and then it's sold out. So why the fuck didn't they do that? But no, they sat there. Try to make sure it was still recording. They sat there and they told me, you don't have a seat, that you never checked in. And I'm like, well, I never got an email to check in. And basically, the lady told me that I can only get on the next flight out, which is 9 p.m. tomorrow, which I do not have money right now to sit here, get food, water, and just stay here till 9 p.m. tomorrow. I don't even have an ID because in the middle of the lady telling me you don't have a fucking flight and telling me I have to go to rebooking and all this other stuff, I lost my ID. Because my brain is so fucking clouded from this city and the, a sensory and fucking loudness and everything and never flying before, brain cloud crazy, some amnesia shit. I was freaking out running to the first rebooking, and there was no one there. They said rebooking's at 25. So then I ran over to 25, which is over here, and they go and tell me, oh, yo, we're not there either. No one's there. So the fucking dude over here at the bar, shout out to him, he's not there no more, but shout out to him. He told me, he was like, yeah, rebooking leaves at 10. And I'm like, okay, well, it's like 9:59. They must have left early. I don't know, maybe it was like a few minutes earlier, but I ran over to the rebooking over there because that's where I was told it was at, but then they were over there. So maybe when I went over there, they had left in the meantime. I'm not sure. But basically, the rebooking wasn't there. So guy told me, here, call this number. It's American Airlines' actual phone number, right? So I call American Airlines phone number. I talk to dude. Says it's non-refundable. So the ticket's non-refundable. So I go over and I'm talking to the dude or whatever, and I go to walk away to do, I forgot what. I think I was gonna go and try and find someone else, but there's one dude who was sitting right about there, was like, yo, I didn't want to chime in. I didn't want to be someone eavesdropping. I didn't care because he knows more than I do. He said, if you're distressed, which I'm very fucking distressed, very stressed out, anxiety, all of the above right now. It's actually horrible. He told me that they can, you can talk to a supervisor and they can, they'll give you vouchers to hotels. They'll give you vouchers to Lyft or Uber. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go and I find some dude over there. I talk to him. I'm like, yo, is there an American Airlines supervisor here? Basically said, no, there's no supervisors at all. Even any other airline, they're all left. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe you can help me out. So I told him everything that happened. He got my number. He went to the back with my confirmation code, and he came back and he was like, so I have you on a, hold on, I'm gonna get the paper. I forgot what it was. He said, you've been placed on standby. I'm gonna just block it so that none of y'all can really see it. It doesn't even matter. I don't have my address or nothing on it, but got this little paper that says, you've been placed on standby. This little paper. And he said that it's not a guaranteed flight, but if for some reason somebody misses their flight or they cancel, then you will be, on standby for that. So I'll get on the 3:45 p.m. flight. And then the 3:45 p.m. flight is still not it's not any better. I mean, it's a little better, but even if I didn't get on that flight, if I got on the 9 o'clock flight, I still want to have my ID to confirm the flight, that I'm Josh and I'm who I say I am, so they probably want to let me on the flight. So I call back and I get the supervisor on the phone at the actual American Airlines hotline, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, explained everything what happened. She said she couldn't do anything. It's non-refundable because it hasn't been delayed for at least 90 minutes. And I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of both of your faults. She's like, no, it's you booked it through a third party, so it's the third party's fault, right? Well, that's what you would think, right? So the third party, she said they're supposed to email you the confirmation email to confirm your flight and pick your seat or whatever. And I said, well, I didn't get one. She said, oh, it's their fault. I'm like, well, why did Delta send me specifically from them, from Delta directly? Your seat number is this, and your flight time is this, and da-da-da-da-da. That wasn't the third-party company telling me that. It was Delta. So if Delta did that, why didn't American Airlines did that? It's not the third party's fault, right? But then it's not even that, right? It's the fact that you're sitting there and you're telling me, right, that it's the third party's fault, right? But why the fuck do you send me 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 emails saying my flight was delayed? One delayed from 9 to 9:18, another one delayed from 9:18 to 9:44, and then it got delayed again from 9:44 to 9:50. And then they finally went to board, and I didn't have the QR code because I didn't confirm it. But why the fuck are you sending me 3 emails that my flight's delayed on a flight I quote unquote didn't confirm? I'm not even having a seat on that bitch. So why are you sending me these emails? It's not even like it's the third party's fault anymore. It's your fault. And now I'm fucking stuck in LaGuardia. And I feel like absolute shit because 1, I lost my ID, first off. Second off, my parents coming to pick me up from Ohio. They're driving 8 hours here to come pick me up. My mom had a call for work. My dad was off, but he needs to sleep. He's 62. 63, just turned 63. But like, they shouldn't have to come out here. They shouldn't have to call off work. She shouldn't have to call off work. Shouldn't have to miss work. American Airlines is a piece of fucking shit. So my boy sent me $10 for water, and my other buddy sent me $25 for food, which is clutch because I had like 3 and some change in my bank account because all of the holds and shit and all the stuff that happened. I was looking for a place to get like a drink, like water from, and they have this scan and pay. So I think I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna see how much their water is because sounds like there's something loose in my headphone. So they have crystal all natural water for $2. They have seltzer lime. They got Fiji. Fucking $7, and then taxes is gonna be like $2, bro. Watch. They're gonna hit me with the $2 taxes. $15 for some banana pudding is outrageous, brother. That guy right there, that guy's the goat. I was walking to get water, and dude was like, well, he didn't say nothing, but I said something to him. I was like, how's your day going today? He was like, good. And yourself? He was like, it could be better. And I explained everything to him, and then I told him my flight and everything, and then eventually led up to the ID thing. He's like, you lost your ID? He's like, where are you from? I was like, Ohio. And he's like, hold on a second. So he got like someone on the walkie-talkie, and she was like checking, and then we started walking back from like the place, and he was like, yeah, the only ID I found was like someone with short hair from Cleveland. And I'm like, well, I didn't always have long hair. This is recently. When I got the picture taken, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't had this long hair for a while. I've only had it for a little bit. The picture was taken like 3-4 years ago, something like that, or two years ago. And he was like, hold on. So then he pulled his phone up, and it was indeed my ID. It was just something told me to say hello to the guy. I would have never known. And I was already gonna go to TSA to see if they found an ID because I was waiting a little bit, because initially I asked like 3 or 4 people and they didn't find it, but that was like right away. So I was waiting a little bit and then I was gonna go and ask TSA, but before I even went on my way, which I was going right after I got the water, he came out of nowhere and was like, yeah, we found it. And I'm like, okay, well, that's good, but it's a little bit late. It's like 4 hours too late and my parents are already on their way.